Alright, let's dive into the world of Smartsheet and tackle a question that pops up for many users, especially as their projects and data grow. What exactly is the row limit in Smartsheet? As a project management expert, I understand the importance of planning and knowing the boundaries of your tools. You wouldn't want to be halfway through a massive project plan or data collection only to hit a wall, right? So, let's break down Smartsheet's row limits in a way that's clear, simple, and useful for anyone, whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. The straightforward answer, 20,000 rows. Let's get right to the point. In Smartsheet, the maximum number of rows you can have in a single sheet is 20,000. This is a fundamental limit across all Smartsheet plan types, from individual accounts to enterprise-level subscriptions. Now, before you start panicking or thinking this is too restrictive, let's put this number into perspective. 20,000 rows is a significant amount of data. Think about it. Project management. For most projects, even large ones, tracking individual tasks, subtasks, assignees, deadlines, and statuses for 20,000 items is quite substantial. Data collection. If you're using Smartsheet for surveys, forms, or collecting information, 20,000 entries can accommodate a considerable number of responses. Task management. Even for ongoing operational tasks, managing up to 20,000 individual items within a single sheet offers a broad scope. Beyond the row limit, what happens when you reach it? So, what happens when you hit that 20,000 row ceiling? Well, Smartsheet won't let you add any more rows to that specific sheet. You'll likely receive a notification indicating that you've reached the limit. This is where smart planning and understanding your options become crucial. Hitting the row limit doesn't mean your work has to stop. Instead, it signals that you might need to rethink how you're organizing your information. Strategies for managing large datasets in Smartsheet. As a project management expert, I always advocate for proactive planning. Here are some effective strategies to manage large datasets in Smartsheet and potentially avoid hitting the row limit in the first place. Break down large projects. Instead of trying to manage an entire multi-year program in a single sheet, consider breaking it down into smaller, more manageable projects, each with its own dedicated sheet. This not only helps with staying within the row limit, but also improves organization and collaboration. Utilize multiple sheets with linking. Smartsheet's powerful linking capabilities allow you to connect data across multiple sheets. For example, you could have a master project overview sheet that rolls up key information from several detailed task sheets. This way, each detailed sheet stays within the row limit, while you still have a comprehensive view. Leverage reports for aggregated views. Reports in Smartsheet are fantastic for pulling together specific information from multiple sheets based on defined criteria. Instead of having all raw data in one massive sheet, you can use reports to create filtered and summarized views that focus on what's important. Consider using Smartsheet Control Center or Bridge. For very large and complex programs with numerous interconnected projects, Smartsheet's Control Center or Bridge add-ons offer more advanced governance, automation, and data aggregation capabilities. These tools are designed to handle scenarios that might otherwise lead to hitting individual sheet limits. Archive or move completed data. If you have a sheet that accumulates data over time, e.g., a log of completed tasks, consider periodically archiving or moving older, completed entries to a separate archive sheet. This keeps your active sheets more manageable. Optimize your sheet design. While it might seem counterintuitive, sometimes a poorly designed sheet can lead to unnecessary rows. Review your sheet structure. Are you using multiple rows for information that could be consolidated into columns? Streamlining your design can sometimes reduce the overall number of rows needed. Important considerations beyond just rows. While the 20,000 row limit is the primary constraint, it's also worth noting that Smartsheet has other limits you should be aware of, such as column limit. The maximum number of columns in a sheet is 500. Cell limit. The maximum number of cells, rows multiplied by columns, in a sheet is 500,000. File attachment size. There are limits on the size and number of file attachments per row and per sheet. Understanding these limits holistically will help you plan and manage your work effectively in Smartsheet.